Hello, good morning dear students. Welcome back to the chemistry class. In the last class we have discussed about the laws of chemical combination and some numericals on it. Now we'll move to the next concept. Dalton's atomic theory. The next concept is Dalton's atomic theory. Class 9th, structure of atom. Maybe you have studied about Dalton's atomic theory in that class 9th atomic structure topic, right? Now let us recall the same concept, Dalton's atomic theory. In this case, as we know that in the around 17th century, chemists are trying to convert the matter from one form to another form. During their studies, they made some generalizations. Those generalizations are known as laws of chemical combination. Now, in order to give some theoretical justification to the laws of chemical combination, John Dalton, he proposed a new theory called as Dalton's atomic theory. And the main basic postulates of this Dalton's atomic theory, now we are going to discuss. The basic postulates of Dalton's atomic theory. Postulates of Dalton's atomic theory. Here, 4 points mainly you have studied in class 9th. The same points you can recall here. According to the Dalton, matter is made up of extremely small, indivisible, indestructible particle. Am I right? Matter is made up of extremely small, indivisible and indestructible particles, or ultimate particles, which are known as atoms. This is one point. That is, matter is made up of small particles called as atom. In simple words, we can say any matter you can take. Matter is made up of small particle or ultimate particles called as atoms. First point. Whereas the second postulate is atom of a given element are atoms of the same element which are identical in all the respects. That means, if we consider one element, sodium, atoms of sodium which are having same properties, same mass number, same size, same volume, etc. Whereas atoms of different elements are differ in all respects. Different elements का properties, उसका mass, उसका size, shape, volume, etc. अलग अलग ही रहते हैं. लेकिन सेम एलिमेंट का एटम्स कंसीडर किया तो उसको प्रॉपर्टीज सेम रहते वो प्रॉपर्टीज. तो एटम्स ऑफ सेम एलिमेंट्स आर आइडेंटिकल इन ऑल रेस्पेक्ट. एटम्स ऑफ डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स आर डिफरेंट इन ऑल रेस्पेक्ट्स. 3 points. The fourth point is atoms when combines with each other in some definite ratios by its mass, they can form some compounds. Our compounds are formed by combination of 2 or more atoms in some definite proportion. And one more point, what we have studied during the chemical reactions. During the chemical reactions, only atoms undergoing rearrangement, either addition or subtraction or any rearrangement. During any chemical reactions, only atoms are involved. These are some basic postulates we have studied. Same points you need to note here. Postulates. The first point, what is the first postulate? Matter is made up of, first postulates, matter is made up of extremely small particle, extremely small particles called atoms, extremely small particle called atom. This is first point. Second point क्या था? Atoms of same elements. Atoms of same elements. Atoms of same elements are identical. Atoms of same elements are identical in all respect. All respect, such as its size, mass, volume, etc. Volume, mass, size, shape, its properties of the atoms of the same elements are same रहते हैं, whereas atoms of different elements are different in all respect. Same यहाँ पर such as इसका properties such as mass, shape, size, volume, properties, etc., which are different. Two or more atoms combines in definite ratio by mass to form compounds. Next, chemical reactions involves a rearrangement of atoms only, rearrangement of atoms. Some basic postulates, right? Some basic postulates. Now, modern atomic theory. After this, modern atomic theory. In the modern atomic theory, some of the just modification of this Dalton's atomic theory. So, यहाँ पर modern atomic theory में we have considered the new discoveries about the atoms. Look at this. As in Dalton's atomic theory, we have studied that atom is indestructible, indivisible particle, whereas the latest studies which reveals that atom consists of fundamental particles which can be divided into protons, electrons and neutrons, etc. So therefore, the indivisibility of atoms no longer remains. So therefore, this point we are going to consider. And the latest studies which also reveals that atoms of same elements are not identical in all the respects. Okay, some of the properties may be same, but all the properties are not same. For example, isotopic mass, carbon का ही देखिए आप, C12, C13, H123, प्रोटॉन, ड्यूटेरियम एंड ट्रिटियम सेम एलिमेंट्स है. अगर एटम्स कंसीडर किया तो उसका मास अलग अलग है, डिफरेंट है. तो एटम्स ऑफ सेम एलिमेंट्स आर नॉट आइडेंटिकल इन ऑल द रेस्पेक्ट, विच मे आइडेंटिकल इन सम रेस्पेक्ट, but in all the respects they are not identical. In the same way, atoms of different elements are different in all respects. It is also not true, because potassium and calcium atomic masses are same. Oxygen and nitrogen, one of the isotopic mass is also same. Nitrogen 14, carbon 14, carbon का atomic mass भी 14 है, एक isotop. Nitrogen का atomic mass भी 14 है. Even though these are the atoms of different element, but which having the same mass, Even though the atoms are different elements which having the same mass, that means they are different in all respect. They are not different in all the respect. Yet they are different in some of the properties, but in all the respect we cannot say. In all the respect we cannot say. So here, this Dalton atomic theory which fails to explain some of the points, such as two or more atoms are combined to form the chemical compounds. Though it explains the law of conservation of mass, but it fails to explain the Gay-Lussac's law, that is gaseous evolution. Though it explain the law of conservation of mass, but it fails to explain related to the gases, Gay-Lussac law, volume of gases considered किया तो explain नहीं किया. Next, two or more atoms combine to form the compounds. So which type of or what is the nature of force which binding the two or more atoms, it could not explain. So it fails to explain the nature of forces. Atoms are involved in the rearrangement, but atom is indivisible particle. Indivisible or not? It is not an indivisible because which containing again fundamental particles like protons, electrons and neutrons. So it cannot explain the Gay-Lussac law, combining of volume. To explain that, Berzelius given a generalization known as J.J. Berzelius hypothesis. J.J. Berzelius hypothesis. We will consider that concept in modern atomic theory. Berzelius hypothesis. So Berzelius hypothesis, according to his generalization, he states that under the similar condition of temperature and pressure, this point, that means we need to know that at constant temperature and pressure, at constant or under the similar conditions of temperature and pressure, similar conditions of temperature and pressure, that means at constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of all the gases containing same number of atoms, equal volume of all the gases contains same number of atoms. This is the statement at constant temperature and pressure. What is the Berzelius hypothesis? Under the similar conditions of temperature and pressure, equal volume of all the gases containing same number of atoms. So here, let us consider one example. If H2 plus, hydrogen is gas, chlorine is also gas, which forms HCl in gas phase. All are in gaseous phase. So we can write 1 by 2 H2 plus 1 by 2 Cl2, half H2 plus half Cl2 gives H2. That is the equation 1 is divided by 2. ये जो इक्वेशन है इसको डिवाइड बाय 2 किया तो ये इक्वेशन आ गया मुझे. In this expression you can find that half the fraction atoms are involved, fraction, but this is against to the Dalton's atomic theory. So this is against to the Dalton atomic theory because fraction atoms are involved in the reaction. So in order to avoid the problem of this conflict between Dalton's atomic theory and Berzelius, the next Avogadro given his theory or his hypothesis known as Avogadro's hypothesis, and he considered that matter is made up of ultimate particles, two kinds of ultimate particles. One is atom and other is molecules. Avogadro considered that Matter is made up of, the first point, matter is made up of extremely small particles called as atoms. But along with this, Avogadro considered these atoms or molecules you are going to define here. Matter may be made up of atoms or molecules. So according to Avogadro's hypothesis, so here Avogadro's considered Avogadro's hypothesis. He considered matter is made up of extremely small particles. Two kind of extremely small particles called as atoms and molecules. And according to him, what is meant by atom and what is meant by molecules is defined atom as the extremely small particle of an element which may or may not have independent existence. May or may not have independent existence is called as atom. The smallest particle of an element, smallest particle of a substance which may or may not have independent existence is known as atom. And molecules को definition same है यहाँ पर भी, the smallest particle of a substance which capable of independent existence is called as a molecule. क्या है difference, क्या है atom और molecule का? Atom may or may not have independent existence, whereas molecule have independent existence. ये difference हुआ इसका atoms and molecules का. Now let us define atoms and molecules according to Avogadro's. Definition लिख सकते हैं ना? Yes, note the definition. Atom का definition क्या है? Atom is defined as, according to Avogadro, atom is defined as the smallest particle of a substance which may or may not have independent existence. Which atoms which may or may not have independent existence. Independent existence is called as atom. Whereas molecule का definition कैसे लिखते हैं? Note the definition of molecule. Molecule का definition note कीजिए. Same definition. The smallest particle of a substance which have capable of independent existence. Here independent existence नहीं है atom में, लेकिन molecule में it has capable of independent existence. So based upon this, he considered both Dalton's atomic theory and Berzelius hypothesis, and he given an own generalizations known as Avogadro's law, which states that Avogadro's law after this Dalton's atomic theory, Berzelius hypothesis, the next one is Avogadro's law, which states that Avogadro's law states that same statement under the similar conditions of temperature and pressure, that means at constant temperature and pressure, यहाँ पर भी same है, at states that at constant temperature and pressure, at constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of all the gases contains same number of molecules, because atoms may or may not have independent existence, but molecules have independent existence. So therefore he replaced the term atoms by molecule in his generalization. This is the Avogadro's law, and mathematically it is given by V is proportional to N. This N is a constant known as Avogadro's constant. Its value is Avogadro's number. Its value is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 into 10 to the power 23. ये कांस्टेंट है, बहुत जगह हम यूज करते हैं Avogadro's constant और Avogadro number. V is proportional to N. Its applications. So यहाँ पर इसका देख तो applications नोट कीजिए. Application. It helps to find atomicity of elements. Atomicity of elements. ये क्या है? Atomicity is nothing but what? The number of atoms of an element present, or number of different elements present in a molecule. Atomicity of element. For example, oxygen. Oxygen is diatomic. Atomicity is 2 क्योंकि दो ऑक्सीजन से. Nitrogen is diatomic. Halogens are diatomic. Phosphorus P4 is tetraatomic. Sulfur S6 में and S8 में atomicity 6 and 8 respectively, etc. Hydrogen का atomicity कितना है? 2 है. Whereas sodium is monoatomic because we are going to represent as it is, so we can find the atomicity of an element. The second application is, note the second application. It helps or it gives the relation between vapor density and molar mass. A relationship between vapor density and molar mass. Vapor density and molar mass. Here the vapor density is nothing but vapor density is given by, it is the mass of certain volume of gas X, any gas, divided by mass of same volume of hydrogen H2. Vapor density is nothing but mass of certain volume, some X volume of any gas you can take, divided by the same volume of hydrogen का mass लेना पड़ेगा आपको, same volume.